Get rid of Carl. I don't want him. I don't want him up in my face, and then away from me, and then up in my face again without a moment's notice. We're going to kick things off with Heist on Safe Zone. And you know what, Tridd? I'm expecting Brock everywhere.
Right, we're going to put you in a safe zone away from Carl, because apparently you just don't want him anywhere near.
I don't want him in my face, and then away from me, and then in my face. It's everywhere.
Do we need to put you in a pocket dimension like we did with Woody, just to protect you?
It might be an idea.
Right, okay. Well, we'll consider that as when we're done with this series. I need you on the desk with me right now.
Oh.
10 seconds
I'll stay there.
remaining before we jump into this game. So, as you said, Falcone, expecting a bit of Brock on this one. A lot of sightlines to play around, a lot of range to abuse. Wonder what else we're going to see following up with this matchup. Now, when it comes to Heist, it's all about getting damage onto that safe. Destroying it faster than your opponents can destroy your own. Let's have a look. Brock in play, Colette and Max for the side of AC Milan Qlash. When we look at what Tribe are bringing, that's a Pam, a Brock, and a Spike.
It's just so funny, Tridd, because the strategy used to be to jump over the walls with Brock and deal the damage. Now you just blast your way through it. Who cares? Muniz already going down thanks to Corey's super gadget into Tyrant Star with the elimination, and Tribe Red seems to have a nice early advantage here.
Nice advantage, only converting it into 7% safe damage for now. So not substantial, but the more they control the mid, the more opportunities they're going to get to damage the safe. Muniz under threat from Zulan. Tyrant's moving up. Wants to get that healing station set up aggressively so the team have a base to work around.
Yeah, Tyrant took a little bit too much damage there and is still taking damage to Max, who makes change. Max not being banned. Just realized that's different. Corey, though, going to get rid of Guille's cover entirely. Guille taking advantage of the new Max gadget there, returning to full health. Very cool.
Returning to full health and that new location, but the kills are still coming in the same for Tribe Red. Tyrant under pressure from iChaos' super will turn around and get the kill as they back away and manage to eke out more damage onto the safe.
73%, it is creeping lower and lower, but regardless, Tribe are not conceding the center of the map. They're looking good as Tyrant gets that healing turret down behind the wall. That is, in theory, that could do a lot of work, but Tyrant falls and the gadget takes out the healing turret.
The empowered rocket coming in from Muniz to shut down the healing turret, force back Tribe Red. Great bit of damage coming in there from iChaos, but he's returning to the initial location. Incendiary was still there from the start of the super. Takes a few ticks of damage. Tyrant's left in the middle, throws the healing station aggressively, finds the damage onto Muniz. Now it's a team wipe in favor of Tribe Red, and once again, only converted to small ticks of damage on that safe. There's been no hefty push so far.
It was a nice try from Colette there, constantly targeting the Pam, takes Tyrant down, and now it's 3v2. Maybe, yes! All right, Corey falls too. Maybe Qlash can get some damage here. They don't have long, but Muniz and Chaos together, stepping forwards. That super didn't quite make much contact with the safe, so this is the final chance.
We're going to send Colette in to try and burn it through. There's a 14% deficit.
Whoa.
Make that 16% deficit. They need to close down. iChaos is left alone on the safe. You've got a damage coming in from
That's going to do it!
They dropped him below 1%. There's no chance for a counter-attack. And AC Milan Qlash claw back the game win right at the end.
Wait, no. No!
What?
No! Tribe Red!
How did that happen?
Well, we couldn't see it, but there was damage being done to the other side.
Game! They were so close to losing it as we jump into game number 2, already destroying the cover to open up the side lanes.
It's going to be mirrored comps again with the Max, Spike, and Brock, exactly what we expect. Muniz and Guille making some good progress in the center of the map, though. Guille is starting to take a little bit too much damage. Chaos and Zulan fighting on the right side. Not much happening right now.
Just going to trade out the Spike damage, both rocking the Sakura skin. We love to see it. Guille will walk forward. That's an aggressive push there from Tyrant, who's moved over to the Max instead of the Pam. Gets line of sight on the safe. One burst of damage, and then we'll leave. Corey's opened up on the left, got line of sight on that safe. With the rocket rain to drop as well, a far more explosive start for either of these two teams.
Yeah, way better start for Tribe Red in particular. They're keeping control of the center. Tyrant and Corey were popping gadgets left, right, and center, but it was paying off. And now Zulan is doing the Spike thing, dealing the damage. If he can get a little bit closer, pop that gadget, he could get some serious damage done there. But either way, Qlash are struggling to keep control here.
Well, Guille's taking a bit of damage from the incendiaries. He's not going to be able to push up just yet. Has the super online for the speed push, but Zulan will take him off from the side. There has been no answer back from AC Milan Qlash this game, Dan. Tribe Red have just been incredibly dominant, and they've whittled the safe down to the last quarter of health.
They have, and I don't know how much Qlash you're going to be able to do about that. They've shown that they've struggled this whole game to just get some semblance of control, but the whole time, Tribe Red have been dominating. That is it! With the incendiary rounds from the rocket, that is going to be GG once again. Tribe Red showing that they have got Heist very much under control. They know what they're doing here.
There's the switch up from AC Milan Qlash. Gonna need to keep them alive and get that upgraded state, but Tribe are happy with what they're running. They'll stay with the exact same thing. Problem you're gonna run into here with iChaos on the surge is that they may end up just getting outranged by this composition. But there's that damage coming in. They've lost Immunas in the mid. That's gonna shut down Chaos's push even further, as Tyrant will now lose their life. They're sitting ducks right now, Falcone.
Chaos needs to do something. He's sort of just standing around at the moment, trying to work out whether he's teleporting or not. In the end, Corey does his job for him, destroys the cover. Chaos can move forwards, but I don't know how he's going to survive against the onslaught of spike attacks. He does teleport forwards, but he's still being outranged.
Surprisingly there, with the help from Muniz, they're able to hold down the angles at the side. Guille wins that duel in the left-hand lane. This is finally the time for Qlash to be able to get onto that safe. Crossfire onto Corey, won't find the kill, but does get a few ticks of damage on the safe to keep them competitive in this third game.
It's a start, but Chaos falling earlier as the surge means that we've still got level 1 surge here, which is not where he wants to be at this point. And again, we seem to have our backs against the wall. Tribe Red dealing all of the damage.
They will push Zulan away for now. iChaos is keeping him in check. Going to try to lock them down, but the health regens come in. Zulan can walk forward, face tank that damage because he's going to trade him out instead. Going to have Guille on the left-hand side. 51% HP left for the Qlash safe, and they've not dealt enough to Tribe Red as we head down to the sub-1 minute mark.
It is time to act now, Qlash. Corey falls. Tyrant Star is getting weak. This could be the push from Qlash. 3 players all alive. How much damage can they deal in these last 49 seconds? No, Muniz is having to retreat because the spawns have come in.
They had bodies on the map down, but they didn't have the HP because the spawns were coming in. They would just end up dying anyway. That push could have been big for them if they were just a little bit healthier. And Chaos has lost his stacks once more. Guille making a beeline for the safe. They could go for the base race here, but I feel I know who would win that one out. Tyrant takes out Guille. Line of sight available for Tribe. And that is surely going to be our third game of this set. A rocket rain, a bit of damage from Zulan will seal the deal. Open shots on them, and there we go. Tribe Red going to be taking our first set of this series.
Qlash just being dismantled at the end of that game. They could not get a grip on the center. Tyrant, little nod there from Tyrant.
Great to see.
Yeah, very exciting. Here's some stats for you, Tridd, and yeah, Tribe Red dealing more damage, getting more eliminations, and most importantly, dealing more damage to the enemy safe.
Yeah, that's what it's all about when it comes around to Heist by about 3 times the amount of what AC Milan Qlash were able to deal themselves. We get a nice little sweeping shot of Leon before we move on to our next map. Minecart Madness! Gem Grab, one of my favorite maps coming up.
You love this, don't you, Tridd?
I love it because the only thing I wish about this map, Dan, is that we could have a stat that tracked the amount of damage that the minecart because I always love to see how teams deceive themselves or outplay themselves to the RNG environmental.
Yeah, it can definitely have some fun. I saw a player in a tournament a while back activate Pete as Nani while standing on the tracks, and just as they're about to get the elimination, no, got stunned out of it by the car.
Oh no.
It happens. We got Brock, Max, Colette versus Sprout, Pam, and Max. So very different comps. Only the Max the same between the two.
You know what? I actually have a bug. I have a gripe. I have a gripe with Ark. And that is that ever since he cosplayed with the skin that Tyrant's using, I can't see Pam in any way other than how Ark looks because of what he did. Bless his charitable efforts, but blimey, it does cause some disturbing scenes.
All right, that is going to be an early control from Tribe, being assisted by the minecart right now, keeping Qlash back. And Qlash, you're going to need to get a more successful push than that, as Guille takes so much damage against Tyrant Spark. Chaos also getting low in health. And with the minecart appearing again, Tribe are going to have a little bit more time. Although now if they want to retreat, that's being blocked. I don't think they're looking to retreat, though.
No, they are not looking to retreat. And this is a really tough spot with the new map. Because obviously Minecart Madness was updated throughout the year, adding the ropes in which you can shoot through, but you can't move through. Gives less opportunity for Tyrant to put the healing turret down in a forward position. You can see that's why it's so far back, because there's just no cover to play around, that it's really easy for Qlash to be able to take that out if it was put further forward.
9 gems, that is 10 gems collected. Zulan, well, all 3 members of the team are carrying gems, so any elimination would do the job for Qlash now, but the minecart is getting in the way. This push is so difficult. Guille falls down, Muniz falls, and Chaos is all that remains, and Chaos is not going to manage this. Tribe Red take the next game a gem grab.
First game going their way. It's a great way to start off the second set. Oh, you have to bear that in mind with all of these matches, but that, to me, looks like a bit of a slambulance with the Mortis variant that we sometimes see.
Yeah, I always love to see it. Mortis is actually a very powerful brawler when used correctly. Difficult to play. But yeah, Mortis can do a lot of work. And Qlash has managed to push forward this time. Zulan dealing a lot of damage to Chaos, but Muniz comes in with the heals and is actually going to take out the spike. Mortis falls on the other side though, so it is 2v2.
2v2, but they've locked Chaos in the corner right now. He's going to have to play extremely well to get out of this one. The dashing on top of the healing turret will take it out. Doesn't find the kill, but what's really great about Guille playing the Mortis is there are 2 types of sustain for him. He has his own super, and Muniz as well. Lots of ways to top off his HP after aggressive dives.
Chaos falls though, and now we're seeing a repeat of the last game. Tribe Red seems to have the control. Muniz getting in the way, but now the minecart is in his way. Chaos appears with his bubble, but can he do anything on his own? Not really.
Not really by himself. He's not got the angles. He needs Guille to be able to get healthy and come up, but look how much damage Guille takes on the entry. The dash away there from the gadget from Max Tyrant, playing that so well to stay alive.
Chaos, where are you going?
Zulan will be able to take them out. While that's going on though, the more they can force a fight away from the gem spawner, it makes it easier for Muniz to just walk in and grab 3 gems to keep them competitive. But when it comes to the 3v3 and everyone's back, Tribe Red are just winning these duels.
Muniz is slowly but surely gathering those gems, but they need to do more than that. With Guille falling, that's a disaster. It's 2v3. Chaos doing what he can against Corey, Tyrant, and Zulan. But Zulan with the super. Oh, hang on. No, okay. I thought for a second Guille had something going on there.
No, it doesn't look like it. 9 gems to 7. Muniz will probably keep hold of theirs, which means that the 10th gem that spawned, they can go and grab that and get out. AC Milan Qlash can stay on top of the spawner and try and counter it with the 10th gen themselves. They've got the time to be able to do that. So it does mean the Tribe have to go aggressive. They're not finding the kills, but now you've got yourselves a 3v2 on the spawner location. They can contest this, take away the redemption, with the kill, and Tribe Red will close out game number 2.
Again, very dominating performance. I mean, shout out to the Poco.
Not quite reverse sweep. We need to be taken to the ultimate point before they come all the way back. They're bringing out a PAM of their own now for iChaos. Wants to have a little bit more survivability and sustain in the mid. Corey switched over to the Sprout, keeping Zulan onto the max. As they take control of the mid early, they're going to position Corey fast to get this damage and that super up. Tyrant pushing Milan Qlash deep into their own spawn room. And this is a very aggressive turret placement that we've not been able to see so far.
Again, it's just looking good for Tribe Red, isn't it? Aggressive for Tyrant. Tyrant staying alive there. Chaos battling him. Both healing turrets are up, and Chaos is actually going to get the elim there, just about evading the minecart.
Yeah, that would have taken him to a very dangerous spot if he would have got tanked by the minecart there, pushing out. Corey will keep control of their gems for now. Counter-attack from Zulan, he goes on the aggression with the gadget. Forces them away, doesn't quite get the isolation onto Guille, but forces them out as more gems are going to be collected towards Tribe Red. This is going to be their 8th just popping out of the spawner. 2 more, and they begin the countdown to their 2nd set win.
Once again, it just all seems to be going their way. Tyrant and Guille trade, and now that is 11 gems for Tribe. All they need to do is back off, and the minecart is helping them do that. If they can deal with
Muniz, the fight,
which as a team they can, things are looking good, and there you have it. Guille does fall to the team.
So Guille actually got caught by the minecart RNG there, split out of the fight. wasn't able to get in with the rest of the team. Tell
so
that one because we didn't see a lot of gems go in the favor. Yeah, they've over doubled them.
Ooh,
that's fine.
look at the damage
Kills,
too.
Pretty brutal. Like you said, damage is looking in the double range as well. That's a lot of difference in favor of Tribe Red. And one of the things I'm noticing about the teams that are often dominating so much is we're not seeing in the this series so far, Tribe Red aren't adapting when they don't need to. They're running out with similar compositions when they're winning. It's why you're seeing free picks in a free game set on certain brawlers where they only adapt ever so slightly, just to make sure they're not leaving themselves vulnerable to a playstyle that their opponents are rolling out with.
Well, here we go. It's time for Siege, Tridd. And honestly, anything can happen in Siege. Taking control at the start of the game does make a huge difference. Here we go, though. It's going to be Barley, Sprout, and Spike for Tribe Red versus Amber, Brock, and Max. Very different compositions. Completely different.
Absolutely. Guille all just dodging out that curveball there will net themselves that bolt. Early lead for Qlash. So here's a quick comeback from Tribe Red to match the bolts so far.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't get that second one back just in time, so we see a level 2 Siege bot in favor of Qlash. But Tribe Red should be able to deal a lot of damage to this before it gets anywhere close to that Ike.
Amber falling when Chaos fell was unfortunate, but it didn't make too much of a difference. And now we're going to see Chaos do what Amber likes to do best, which is deal as much damage as possible in a short period of time. Amber also spreading oil all around the ground, which could make things difficult in the fight for this next siege.
Yeah, you step up, you ignite the oil. That's a lot of residual damage being left around. As Chaos will look to bank another bolt, trying to match Tribe Red's lead. Guille will go ahead and pick up that 4th bolt.
Whoa.
Looking for the 5th as well. 6th potentially on the cards. He wants to bank more of these bolts in their favor, but Tribe Red, they're able to still keep up with them, and it's a siege.
Oh my goodness, it's a tie, so it all comes down to this next siege. And Guille falls. That is a disaster. Chaos going to light up Zulan and take control of the left side of the map. But Amber falls, and that spells disaster for Qlash.
They've been able to pick up these bolts, though. It's still going to tie out again. If this falls to a draw, Falcone, Qlash will still win because they got that first siege, they got that early tick of damage, and I don't know if Tribe Red can match it. So a draw is not going to be enough for Tribe Red. They have to go for the win. They're currently sitting on a 1-bolt advantage, but they're not banking it. They're too focused on forcing the rest of Qlash away.
Oh my gosh.
will bank them, try and match it. He can't go down here. They need to find a couple more bolts because Chaos is going to stay alive. They need to find a kill onto them, or they might just lose it here.
That'll do it. That's a tie.
They got one more going in. They might get back.
Oh, it doesn't happen. It's a tie, which means now Tribe Red need to push the enemy Ike.
Tyrant has to get in range. He's got the last call. He might be able to deal the damage to do it, but he has to do it correctly. 15 seconds left. If he goes down here, it might be over. Not in range to be able to do it. Wants to throw it over the top. Might get a couple of picks.
No.
It's not going to be enough here. They need one more attack to do it.
So close. So close,
Tridd.
Tridd.
Do it, and it's not going to be there. 2% difference, all in it. Qlash will take the first game.
I cannot believe what we just witnessed. 2 tied.
Where they were winning, well, that wasn't a win, and also it was far closer than they probably wanted. So now you see the change coming in. Pam, Brock, Max for Tribe. They will continue to walk through. Amber going to be absolutely rolled over so far. Corey's winning it. This is more of the Tribe Red we've seen the rest of this series, Dan.
Yeah, Tyrant Star just tore through Amber that time, and now it is Tribe that are in control. Qlash needs to perform a miracle to get this back. Zulan hanging out on the right side, going to bank the first bolt for the next push. And here we go. How much damage will they deal? It's going to be all about keeping control for the next siege. Amber just managed to eliminate Corey through the siege bot. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, going to be able to spray that damage through. It just doesn't stop when it hits that target. It's one of the strengths of Amber. But that early damage still coming in for Tribe Red. 21% so far. They hold the mid. They hold the bolt lead. It's all looking Tribe at the moment, Dan.
It is Tyrant Star staying alive nicely thanks to the healing turret. Muniz with the Rocket Rain is going to deal a lot of damage to Corey. Zulan also weak. In fact, Tribe looking like they might get wiped here. Chaos and Muniz so weak that they couldn't make that final push on Zulan.
He's going to be in that back corner. There's 3 bolts lead that's going to be cut down. It's still level 6 in favor of Tribe Red. So AC Milan Qlash, they will have 6 bolts to roll over to what could be the final siege. Have to make sure they don't lose out here. Chaos goes down very early to the incendiary damage that was there from Brock. No one's left to defend this one. This is going to be a huge push from Tribe Red. as they bring it below 20%. They can go for the finish right here, Dan, and there you go. Tribe Red clap back and tie out the set.
Yeah, it felt like Chaos tried to push a little bit too far forward. The next game of Brawl starts now. There's a ball in the house.
Interesting. We really don't see a lot of ball outside of Heist, where we see them charge in and go for the safe and take control. It's a lot of HP to build through, but you've got a spike on the field. Sprout can deal the damage quite safely, and Max can really kite around the ball as well. So there's going to be a lot of problems for Qlash in this matchup compositionally.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken as well, Chaos just used Ball's first gadget, the heal, as opposed to Stomper, which I'm a little bit surprised by, because one of the reasons Ball sees a lot of play at the moment is because of that Stomper gadget. Either way, Tribe are pushing, and they're pushing hard. Munez dealing as much damage to the Siege bot as he can, but it doesn't matter. Look at the damage coming in.
Oh, that's one of the reasons why you pick a comp like this, Falcone. You just need to get in with one good push, and you just absolutely melt the safe. You melt any target. Sprout and Spike, so good at dealing that damage, and Max can help them get in and out of the fight quickly. Next siege going to be in 20 seconds. Mid-control goes over to Qlash very temporarily because the counter-attack from Tribe is there. And they force them away. Bolt lead hugely in favor of Tribe Red once more, and this is looking very much like game number 2.
It is indeed 56% already. Down AC Milan Qlash, level 7 Siege bot. They need to defend this. If they do, they could still win this game. It's possible. But Zulan and Tyrant Star are pushing and pushing hard. Guille trying to push Tyrant Star back with some success.
And you can see where the focus is as well. They want the Siege bot, but they don't want Zulan anywhere near that Ike. They're happy to let Tyrant potentially get some damage in, but they know Zulan is the heavy hitter. Keep them away. Don't let them get in. 20 seconds remaining. Qlash have a Bolt lead. They're denying the central Bolt right now in the middle of all of those walls. Start to pick up. Tribe Red want to claim it back. If AC Milan Qlash are able to make the bolts online, hold this lead, their last siege has to hit them 60% HP, but Tribe Red have already banked and made up the difference. There is no way Qlash come back. The tires come in. They cannot reclaim that damage, and Tribe Red take us to set and match point.
Oh no, I think that ticks to 8 bolts literally at the last moment, tying up the siege. AC Milan Qlash's hope falling from them so quickly, but they've still got a chance. It's all going to come down to the next game.
They would definitely be then going out for the full reverse sweep as they were to bring back from this point. Dan, it's a tall order.
Brock and Max for AC Milan Qlash versus Max, Sprout, and Spike. Again, these teams going with very different compositions. Zulan falls immediately to Brock's gadget, though. Munez playing on point so far this game.
Tyrant was able to grab that, going on the hunt for Chaos. Doesn't want to let him get online. Back to another Bolt. Favor of Tribe Red. Wants to get this other one in the back left corner. Has to dash away. Still will find the kill. But it's Qlash who gets that first siege bot. Now, they've done this before, and it's folded back on top of them. Typically, when Qlash has got that first siege bot, they do end up coming out with the win.
We really need to see Chaos leveling up that surge. We've not seen many high-level surges yet today. And it's not been great for the surge players. 4% damage dealt Tridd, it really isn't much. And somehow, Tribe have managed to take control back. Chaos and Corey are both going to go down.
Zulan wins out the right-hand lane as well. Tyrant and Zulan are going to be accruing these bolts. Next siege is in 15 seconds. It's still redeemable for AC Milan Qlash if they were to bank every bolt that spawned, but I don't see it happening now. The lead is just extended even further for Tribe Red. They're thinking about that final siege and their defense against Tribe Red.
Well, here we go. Level 9 siege bot. AC Milan Qlash, they're all getting eliminated. They can't stop the enemy brawlers from pushing. This could be a one and done deal, although Tribe is sitting back. They're playing it safe. They're going to guarantee they win the next siege.
Don't need to. Chaos has to go aggressive there. Gadget over the wall. Make sure they keep the members of Tribe Red away. Like you said, force out an opportunity for a last siege rather than losing it there. But they've used a lot of resources just to stay in this one. They're now going to be walking forward, and hopefully will look to get on the board and into the center control. Tribe Red have already taken the lead with the bolts. This is not conducive to you winning on a last siege.
It's not looking good, Tridd. Tyrant Star seems to be winning in this fight against Chaos. The super was a reversal, though, but still, there are now 6 bolts difference.
It's over.
Final siege is going to go Tribe Red's way. They are your 4th semi-finalists.
They will be going through to tomorrow's semi-final up against the upsetting Warriors, the INTZ lineup, the boys from Brazil, for a chance at the final tomorrow. We say a goodbye to AC Milan Qlash, and it proves in this one microcosm, this one vertical slice, Dan, that for once, NA is better than EU.
Oh, that's a little bit of a push. Doesn't necessarily represent my opinions or our